not sleep until this person is found. I hope they get you, and I hope they make you pay for a long, long time.
It was Summer's mom, Dina Thompson, speaking after it was announced that her daughter had died, and she is resolute in wanting justice, as all of us are. We're taking your calls, 1-877-TEL-HLN. Kathy's with us in Ohio. Hey, Kathy, your thoughts here?
Yeah, Mike, I'm so glad you got me. Okay, Mike Brooks, you might have to be the one to answer this for me. Okay, I'm tired of children being hurt. There is no excuse for it, ever. Why can't we as a country, let the drug dealers, the minor drug dealers, out of jail and put every one of the people who hurt a child, put them in jail forever. Don't let them back out. They don't deserve it. I live alone. I have, down the street from me, there's a house. It has 4 to 5 rapists, child killers in there. Not child killer, but child rapists. Why should I be afraid of my house being out in the front yard? Why should I have to be that way? I don't like driving down the street because they're down there.
There you go. Kathy, thanks for calling. Mike, I mean, when we cover these stories, whether it's Philip Garrido getting out of jail too soon or possibly in a case like this, it just gets people, I mean, we all become furious.
Oh, absolutely, Mike. You know, and a lot of people, people ask me that all the time. You know, Mike, why aren't these people in jail? And that's the thing, you know, they don't have enough jails to put everyone in. And some of the minor offenses, you know, that's up to the criminal justice system. The cops go out there, they lock these predators up, they put them in jail, and then, you know, they do their good time, and they do their, their time that they, you can get off on good time, and then they're back out on the streets. But we know the recidivist rate for these people, Mike, is just, it's the worst of any kind of crime. Yeah. And that's why everybody, I encourage all of our viewers, go to the computer, log in, Google whatever state you're in on registered sex offenders, find out where they live. If they live near you, know where they are. If you have children, you have to be aware of these things, Mike, because, you
have to be vigilant.
You know what, you can't have a cop on every corner, and you've got to protect your own.
Okay, let's hit on that other angle. Let's go to Natisha Lance. Producer Nancy Gracio spent time in Orange Park, Florida there. What do we know about another angle, about someone who worked on that home that's been searched so thoroughly, Natisha? Somebody who we're talking about a sex offender who worked at that house?
Right. This is something that we're following up on right now, trying to get further information on it. But one of the local stations down there is reporting that a man who worked with the construction company who was doing the remodeling on this home at 1080 Gano Street is a sex offender. I was able to find out that he is registered, he is a sex offender, but they're also saying that he was questioned very thoroughly, that his vehicle was also searched by investigators and processed. However, once again, police are not naming a person of interest or a suspect at this time.
Okay.
But Mike, Natisha and I were just talking during the break. They did take physical evidence out of that house, and they processed it. They brought the mobile crime lab there. And while Natisha was there the other evening, we were talking about what kind of things they were doing. Alternate light sources, looking for different, possibly blood, semen, anything else that could have been inside that house.
Right. And real quick, Pat, and that seems where you're coming from. This was somebody in that area, knew that area. It's not someone who just swooped in. It's someone who knew the patterns of kids walking home from school, right?
Well, I don't know that they had to so much know the patterns. It was just a window of opportunity. She was there, he was there, he looks left, he looks right, and says, Eureka, nobody's around, and he grabs her. What I'm saying is that since her body was dumped in a dumpster in that area, this means it's not somebody traveling through, like somebody, doing work from another town, or a trucker, not coming through grabbing her, because he would have gone straight out of town and dumped her like 100, 200 miles from the town. So it's somebody right there who just had to get rid of her body quickly and tossed her in the local dumpster.
Gotcha. Okay, guys, we have to leave it there. Pat, Natisha, Mike, we appreciate it. Coming up,